Howdy folks, Jody Marler, FishCamp Custom, and today we are doing a walkthrough on a house that we finished a couple years ago. I met Ken, I guess it's probably about 5 years ago now. He originally built the guest home and the garage. He talked about building a bigger home and then kind of decided to step back from it a little bit. He sat on it for probably a year to 2 years. And he was on his way to New Zealand to fish and called me up and said, Jody, I want to do it. When I get back from this trip, I'm going to give you a call. Let's get together and let's get back into the idea of building this house. So Ken's here now. Let's go see him. Hey, Ken.
Jody, welcome to the Tony Ed again. Glad to have you here.
Good to see you.
The whole house is centered right here. This is the center of the compass. So you can see all four views. Back to the guest house is the south. The workshop is the west. The living area or the bedroom areas are north. And then my great view to the east to the Absarokas. So I wanted to have glass at this point.
It's awesome. And Robert Gregory did a great job with the architecture as well.
Gregory,
Yeah.
Technically we call this contemporary ranch with Asian influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's not a curve in the house, everything is angular, straight.
Yeah.
It's all mathematical. You look at the floor grid, everything's based upon the floor grid. You know, I'm kind of OCD, so it had to be that way.
We wanted to kind of update it a little bit, and we did that by suggesting using steel I-beams for the posts, and then we carried it into the baseboard that we patinaed, and then we designed this. These are actually tiles that we use from one of our suppliers, and it looks like board-formed concrete.
It really helped jazz up the modern contemporary portion of the house.
Right, because the original design, I mean, since the guest house and garage were born, was about 8 years or
8
so.
years.
Yeah.
Well, we call that mini-me over there. So
Yeah.
mini-me grew up and
Yeah.
we had to make it better.
Yeah.
You see we have the Absarokas here to the east, and to the north we have the Crazies, and to the west we have
The Gallatin Range.
the Gallatin Range, our north, south, east, west. And so we get mountain ranges in our roofs. And the interesting thing about the roofs, to get the mountain ranges, we had to do butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
And butterflies are famous in snow country to form ice dams. Bridger Steel did the roof, and we let them decide, and Bridger said, we can do a butterfly. We can make it work with what are called
Crickets.
Crickets. It's crickets. There's crickets in it. And the crickets pretty much got rid of the ice dams.
So tell me about these.
Well, this is another Engelmauer piece, and unfortunately it's some Santa Maria della something. And this is a simple light bar with fiberglass cloth that is shaped in the forms of a nun's habit. This 8-foot window here, there's no problem with neighbors looking in, so we get to look at this night and day. And so you wanted to get a look at my bathroom?
Yeah, the master. And obviously, Ken being a big guy.
Yes, everything's high. I had to compromise because Jay's not quite as big. This is another one of your features, the little window. Now you might think this is not much of a window, but I needed light in here. I could not have a room that did not have light.
Yeah.
And we had it horizontal to begin with and going across the top of the mirrors, and you said, why don't we make it vertical? It'll go higher. And I could just shift here and see different aspects of the outside.
Love this shower with the trench drain and I think
Ansex, yes.
Yeah.
This is Donald Olin Ansex, and what's nice about this is each of the pieces of tile has a little gray, soft edge to it, and he picked the perfect, what's it called?
grout.
Grout. And so it's soft. It's not a hard line, it's a soft line.
Love this house.
Put on my sunglasses here because we've got our storm up at 8 Mile Creek, but then we've got our wonderful light on the Cottonwoods here and Dexter Point in the background. And this is all a culmination of my dream, and you made it happen. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ken.
you.